Hello traders, the title of the video is what to do after one has completed a valid Elliott wave count. Alright, on the 18th of October 2017, I have recorded a video that we title what one should do when the Elliott wave count does not make sense. All right. So on the 18th of October, we were talking about a situation or a scenario when one has counted the Elliott wave count, one has performed the Elliott wave analysis, but the Elliott wave analysis does not make sense at all. All right. And we told traders the 4 steps or the 4 verifications that they must do, all right, to rectify or to handle, okay, that confusion, all right. So it's one scenario. So you have counted your wave, you are not satisfied with the wave. What should you do? All right. You remember that video that we have posted on the 18th of October 2017, all right. We were looking at the euro, Turkish lira, all right? But today we want to do something different, all right? We want to talk about what to do after one has completed a valid Elliott wave count. So in this case, you have completed your Elliott wave count and you are satisfied with your wave count. You have completed an Elliott wave count. At that point in time, the Elliott wave count has made sense. All right. What should you do next? All right. This is what we are about to discuss today. So I hope you are seeing the difference. So in the first scenario, you have counted the Elliott wave, but personally, you are not satisfied with the wave count. What should you do? We talk about the 4 steps that one should take, okay, to handle that, a scenario, all right? But today, what we are talking about, you have counted the wave, you are satisfied with the wave, you want to go ahead with your Elliott wave forecast, with your Elliott wave count. But suddenly, things has changed a little bit. Now you are reviewing your Elliott wave count, all right? That Elliott wave count was okay with you in the past, you were satisfied with the wave count, but here it is, the price has printed something completely different, which means, okay, the price action has changed. Our expectation was not fulfilled. Okay, what should you do? All right, you understand what we are about to do now? Okay, so this is it. So a few months ago, we have analyzed McDonald's stock using the Elliott wave principle on the monthly chart, if you remember, on the monthly chart. And on the monthly chart, I was showing traders, here we are. Okay, let me put it here. So this is our first Elliott wave on the monthly chart. All right. And our second Elliott wave was right there on the monthly chart. All right, and our third Elliott wave was right here on the monthly chart, okay? And our 4th wave is a triangle. Here it is. All right, so we were looking at the first wave, second wave, third wave, 4th wave. All right. 4th Elliott wave is a triangle right there, all right? And we were saying to traders that we are now in the 5th Elliott wave for the McDonald's stock. If you remember clearly, all right, if you have a brain of an elephant, you remember that during that time, I was telling you that the 5th Elliott wave has a high chance to end at 15200. My line is still there. That's the pink line there, all right? The reason why we were saying that the 5th wave has a high chance to end there is because of this third Elliott wave that is not extended on the monthly chart. So if you have the brain of an elephant, you remember that we were saying that the fifth wave will end here before the price even reaches that level. But today, the price went above that level. And I have noticed that if we stick to our previous wave count, that was perfectly okay with us. Okay, we were satisfied with that wave count, that Elliott wave forecast at that point in time in the past. Alright, we were saying that the fifth wave will end here. But here it is. The price goes above that level, and we have now noticed, okay, an Elliott wave violation. What should we do now that the price, okay, has now, okay, printed something out, has exhibited, okay, a price action that we were not expecting? What should we do? I'm going to go over this again one more time. Okay, traders that are very bright will already understand what I'm about to say, but I want to repeat it one more time because some traders may not understand what we are doing here. So on the 18th of October, I was talking about scenario where you have counted the wave, but personally you are not satisfied with your wave count. The question we were asking is that what should you do? And we talk about 4 specific steps that one should do or should take, all right, to rectify the confusion. Today, here we are. Months ago, we were satisfied with the wave count. We were happy with our Elliott wave count, all right, and we have forecasts that the fifth wave will end at 15200, all right. But here it is. Our expectation is fulfilled, which means the fifth wave has ended here. Well, here it is, the price goes above, okay, our forecast. And also not only that, we have noticed now that our previous wave count was perfectly okay with us. With the current price action right here now, we have noticed that there is now an Elliott wave violation because the third Elliott wave, this one that we were calling the third Elliott wave, is now the shortest Elliott wave, which means if we stick to our previous wave count that was perfectly okay with us in the past, that will be an Elliott wave violation because now, okay, that third Elliott wave is the shortest impulse wave, which is a clear-cut violation of the Elliott wave principle. Therefore, the first step is that when, okay, we were satisfied with the wave count and the price action has printed something different from our expectation, creating what we call an Elliott wave violation, we will completely dump, okay, the previous wave count. So the first thing that you should do is to dump or to bin, okay, the previous wave count. So dump it, all right? So that's exactly what I'm going to do now. The previous wave count was wrong, but at that point in time, with the information that we had on the monthly chart, without taking into consideration the higher degree wave count, we were satisfied with it. But today, as we look deeper, we have noticed that that wave count on the monthly chart, we should bin it, we should dump it, and that's exactly what I should do. So that's the first thing you should do. So if you were satisfied with your wave count in the past, and the price has printed something out, and you have noticed an Elliott wave violation, you should dump or bin completely the previous wave count. The second thing that we should do now is to now start counting the wave one more time because the reality of the market has changed and the price has printed something different contrary to our expectation. We will now restart counting the wave. All right? So this is exactly what I'm going to do now. So you remember during that time I was using the reference point. You remember the reference point, 2003. Trader that got an elephant mind because people say that the elephant can remember things. If you live in India, so you will know more about the elephant because in India I watch videos. Myself, I've never been to India, but I watch video about the elephant, okay, activity in India. So if you live in India, you should know more about the elephant. The elephant, okay, does not forget anything at all. Or they remember clearly. They have should we say a bigger size brain, so to speak. All right. So using the reference point 2003, we will restart counting the wave on the monthly chart one more time. All right? Because of the Elliott wave, okay, violation that we have seen, because we were expecting the fifth wave to end here, now it went above it, and making the third Elliott wave the shortest wave. So this is not the third Elliott wave, all right? Now, in the video that I posted on the 18th of October 2017, what should one do if the Elliott wave count does not make sense? If we come across an Elliott wave violation, one of the steps that we should take is to think of what? The Elliott wave extension. Okay, either the first wave is extended, or the third wave is extended, or the fifth wave is extended. More complex situation can arise when the manual waves of the impulse wave are also extended. So I will not talk about it again. All I will say to trader is to go back and watch that video. What should one do if the Elliott wave count does not make sense? So this is the scenario here. We have an Elliott wave violation, and this one is no more the third Elliott wave. And put it to the side, and we start looking back again to our wave count on the monthly chart. So this is the first wave on the monthly chart. This is the second wave. Without too much blah 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 blah, because trader want a video to be short. The second wave of this is the second wave. Okay, the third Elliott wave is now extended. All right, the third Elliott wave is now extended. All right, but I'm not talking about the third wave on the monthly chart. I'm talking about the third wave of a higher degree. So if we stop on the monthly chart alone, we will not see the bigger picture. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start counting the wave on the higher degree. All right. So this is the first wave of a higher degree. This is the second wave of a higher degree. We are now in the third Elliott wave of a higher degree. All right. So all our previous wave count, we put it aside, or we dump it, or we bin it, and we start looking at the price action. Now that the reality of the market has changed, because our fifth Elliott wave has now ended here, talking about the monthly chart wave count. All right. So first wave of a higher degree, second wave of a higher degree. We are now in the third Elliott wave of a higher degree. So you may say to me, Joe, you are still on the monthly chart. Show us the higher degree time frame for the monthly chart is the yearly chart. Okay. I hope I'm making sense. All right, to you now. Okay. So first wave of a higher degree, second wave of a higher degree. We are now in the third Elliott wave of a higher degree. You can see that the common center line is now broken here. This is one example here. So you see here, the third Elliott wave, we are still in the third Elliott wave of a higher degree. So all this move from here all the way up here, this is the third Elliott wave of a higher degree, which is subdivided into 5 manual waves. All right. So we're going to find those 5 manual waves of the third Elliott wave of a higher degree. And before that, I'll clear some of my line on my chart, and we're going to start again our Elliott wave count. All right. All right. So what is happening here? I don't want to waste too much of your time. Is that this is a third Elliott wave of a higher degree? Okay, because I want to keep it very short to please trader that want a video to be short. All right, so are you happy now? All right, I say to you that okay, I take into consideration, all right, the comment that traders are putting there. So this is the first manual wave of that third Elliott wave of a higher degree. Can you see? That's the first manual wave, all right, of that third Elliott wave of a higher degree. This is the second manual wave of that third Elliott wave of a higher degree. So this is the second manual wave. Now, can we say that this is... now, let's continue. Okay, so if you say that this is the third Minor wave of a higher degree. I want to do it like this for now. Stay with us. Traders that are more advanced will notice that it's not that, it's something else. We'll come back to in a minute. So call it this one now, third Elliott wave of third minor wave of the real third Elliott wave. And call this one now fourth wave, fourth minor wave of the third wave of a higher degree. It's not, okay, but we want to put it like this for now, and you will see why I'm doing that. And we are now in the fifth wave, the fifth minor wave of the third wave of a higher degree. Now, if we label them like that, we will notice that the third Elliott wave, again right here, is the shortest impulse wave, talking about this third wave. If you compare this third minor wave to the first minor wave and the fifth minor wave, we will notice that this third minor wave is the shortest minor wave, which is a violation of the Elliott wave principle. Therefore, we cannot call this one the third minor wave of the real third wave. It is not that. So what is happening here? This is the first minor wave of that third wave. This is the second minor wave of that third wave. But what we are seeing now, okay, this is again an extension of the third minor wave of the real third Elliott wave. So we have a double extension. The extension of the third wave itself, but also the extension of the third minor wave of the third wave itself. Are you confused? Okay. I don't want the video to be too long, so I will not repeat myself. All right. So new traders, you see, that's why I repeat myself 100 times. New traders may struggle to understand what I'm doing here. If that is the case, all right, replay the video. That's what I'll say. So I'm going to put it now in blue. So this is the first minor wave of the minor wave of the third wave. Now, this is the first minor wave of the third minor wave of the third wave itself. All right? You'll get used to it soon. Replay it 100 times and you make sense. So, double extension. And this is the second minor wave of the third minor wave of the third wave itself. You still confused? All right. Okay. Here it is. So now, if you are confused, blame traders that say that the video is usually long. And because, all right. In fact, we are having another extension again here. I don't want to confuse you. There is another extension taking place here. But I will skip that because I don't want you to get confused. So we are now in the third minor wave of the third minor wave of the third wave itself. Don't get confused, okay? I will try to explain it to you again with the permission of the advanced trader that got more experience, all right? All right, so understand that we are now, this is the starting point of the third wave of a higher degree. First wave of a higher degree, second wave of a higher degree. So we are now, this session here, this is the third wave of higher degree. So what I'm going to do, because I'm using the red color numbered for the higher degree, so I'll put here up somewhere here. Okay, third wave of a higher degree in red, so you know what's happening here. So what is happening here is that third Elliott wave of a higher degree is a complex third wave, which is subdivided into 5 minor waves. First minor wave, second minor wave. But the third minor wave of our real third wave is also subdivided into 5 minor waves. First minor wave of that third minor wave, second minor wave of that third minor wave of the third wave itself, and we are now in the third minor wave of that third minor wave of the third wave itself. Are you still there? Or is it too much for you? Now, I need to remind traders that not only that, all right, this third Manor wave of the third Manor wave of the third wave itself is also subdivided into into 5 Manor waves. So first Manor wave of that third Manor wave of the third Manor wave, the second Manor wave somewhere here. We are now in the third Manor wave of the third Manor wave of the third Manor wave. I think it's too much for you now. All right. So that's why I say to you, I don't want to talk about this complex wave. So we will expect a bit of move down like this, a little bit pull back. If that long candlestick bar is closed before another move up. Okay, if that move is completed, so this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is completed, we will have our third Manor wave of the real third wave. So the blue number 3 is the third Manor wave of the real third wave. All right. I will not confuse you, okay? Then we have, after that, we'll have the fourth Manor wave of the third wave. It's the third Manor wave of, we will have the fourth Manor wave of the third wave itself, followed by the fifth Manor wave of the third wave. So our real third area wave may go up more. Okay, very interesting, isn't it? All right, color that into blue. All right, if there is something you do not understand, just understand that sometimes we can have a double extension or even a triple extension. What is happening in this session here? This is a triple extension. So the Manor wave of the third Manor wave of the third Manor wave is also extended. Now, according to the area wave theory, anything that we are calling third wave, first wave, and fifth wave can be extended. Whether they are Manor wave of a Manor wave of a Manor wave of a Manor wave, those first, third, and fifth can be extended. So now, are you still there? All right. So first wave of a higher degree, second wave of a higher degree. We are now, all this price action that we are seeing now, this is the third wave of a higher degree, okay? But let's concentrate, so forget about the first and the second wave of a higher degree. Concentrate now only on the third wave of a higher degree, okay? It's not finished yet. That third area wave of a higher degree is subdivided into 5 Manor waves. Those Manor waves, I color them into green. This is the first Manor wave of that real third wave. This is the second Manor wave of that real third wave. Now, the third Manor wave of the real third wave is also subdivided into 5 Manor waves. First Manor wave now in blue, second Manor wave in blue, and the third Manor wave is not yet completed. You will end somewhere here because we'll have the fourth Manor wave, okay, right there, followed by the fifth Manor wave. Now, in fact, this number here should be 5. Hold on, please. Should be 5. Hold on, please, traders. You will still want to learn about area wave? Is it too much for you? All right, breathe in and breathe out, and take it one step at a time. All right. I understand that some traders may find it a bit confusing now, but just understand that anything that we are calling third, first, and fifth can be understood. whether it's a Mano wave, or a Mano wave of a Mano wave, or a Mano wave of a Mano wave of a Mano wave of a Mano wave of a Mano wave. It just needs to be third, first, or fifth wave can be subdivided into 5. So here it is. We are now in the third wave of a higher degree, which is the red one. The third wave of a higher degree is subdivided into 5 Mano waves. Those 5 Mano waves are subdivided into green. First Mano wave of that third wave, second Mano wave of that real third wave, and now the third Mano wave of the real third wave is also subdivided into 5 Mano waves, which are not completely completed yet. Are you with me? All right? Boom. So from here, pay attention. From here, I'll color it now. Now, for traders, I want the video to be short, all right? Be very, very patient with me, all right? Don't smash your computer, and don't hate me, okay, for dwelling on it a bit more, all right? I take your comment, all right, seriously, and whenever I can reduce, okay, the length of the video, I will do so. But sometimes, as you can see here, I don't know what to do unless you have a solution. All right. So now we are paying attention to the green one. So the green one is the third. This is the third Mano wave of the real third wave. Now that third Mano wave of the real third Elliott wave is subdivided into 5 Mano waves. And those 5 Mano waves are in blue. First Mano wave of the third Mano wave, second Mano wave of the third Mano wave, and now we have the third Mano wave. It has to be here. We are still in it. It's not finished yet. Okay, it may go up more. So I'll put it out. The third Mano wave. Okay, of the third Mano wave of the real third wave. All right, and we are waiting that when the third Mano wave of the third wave of the real third wave is completed, we'll have the fourth Mano wave of the third wave of the third Mano wave of the real third wave. This is a triple extension. So first we have the third Mano wave of the third wave, which is extended, but now again we have the third Mano wave of the third Mano wave also is extended. It's a triple extension. So the first line is the first wave count is about the higher degree wave count in red. The second wave count is in green, and the third wave count is in blue. So if you pay attention to the blue one, 1, 2, 3 is not finished yet. 4, 5 will form, okay, the third Mano wave of the real third Elliott wave. Then this section here we'll put here. The fourth Mano wave of the real third wave in green. And then we'll have the fifth Mano wave of the real fourth wave. The fifth Mano wave of the real third wave. Can go up more, can go up more. We don't have room, that's why I leave it here, all right? So our third wave is subdivided into 5 Mano waves. Those are the green Mano wave. First Mano wave of the third wave, second Mano wave of the third wave, third Mano wave. So from here to here, this is the third Mano wave of the real third wave, and this is the fourth Mano wave of the real third wave, followed by the fifth Mano wave of the real third wave of a higher degree. And then after that, we expect a pullback forming what? The fourth wave of a higher degree. So it may go up more, but for now I will leave it like this. something like that. So what I will do, I will apply Fibonacci, so because it's not finished here, to the third wave itself, Fibonacci retracement, and I will highlight the 38.2% level, expecting, all right, the fourth wave of a higher degree to do something like this. That remains to be seen. Doesn't mean that this is exactly what it's going to do. All right. Color into green. That's the fourth minor wave of a higher degree, followed by, okay, the fifth minor wave of a higher degree. May go up more. So the reason why I'm saying may go up more, don't think that it's going to stop here. It will break above this one unless we have Elliott wave failure. All right. If you do not know what is the Elliott wave failure, go to www.digit4 Elliott waves, YouTube 24 Elliott waves, all right, .com. Elliott wave failure, check it out at www.24elliottwaves.com. So it may go up more, all right. So that will be here we'll have, okay, the fourth wave of a higher degree, followed by the fifth wave of a higher degree, which can go up more. Okay, because I don't have enough room, don't assume that the third wave will end here or the fifth wave will end here. It's just because I do not have enough room. It may go up more before coming down. All right. Okay, so first wave of a higher degree, second wave of a higher degree, third wave of a higher degree, we are paying attention to the red line. Fourth wave of a higher degree, expectation of the fifth wave of a higher degree, expecting it to go up more. All right. All right. But the third minor wave of the real third wave is also subdivided into 5 minor waves. So from here all the way up, okay, hold on please, I move some line now. From here to here, that's the third Elliott wave of a higher degree. And that third Elliott wave of a higher degree is subdivided into 5 minor waves. First, second, all right, third, fourth, and the fifth wave. All right. Not only the third Elliott wave has extended, the third minor wave of the real third wave is also subdivided into 5. All right. So asking, all right, what to do after one has completed a valid Elliott wake-up. So in this scenario, as I told you at the beginning of this tutorial, you have counted your wave, your preliminary wake-up, you have done your Elliott wave validation, and you check everything, and it was clear to you that now you have understood, okay, what is going on. All right. So what to do after one has completed a valid Elliott wake-up. You were satisfied with the wake-up as we did on the monthly chart. We did even compare this McDonald's stock to, okay, Walmart, WMT. And I was telling traders that this stock is bearish. But now the reality of the market has changed, all right? And we have noticed that there is an Elliott wave violation. What to do after one has completed an Elliott wave? Okay, has completed an Elliott wave count. So in this interest, you can see that the third wave of a higher degree is subdivided into 5 minor waves. All right. So this will conclude our discussion today about what to do after one has completed a valid Elliott wave count. So if you have completed a valid Elliott wave count on the monthly chart or any time frame, we were satisfied, we were happy with our wave count, but as the price continues to change, all right, the price action progresses, we have noticed that there is a distortion, all right. Should we completely throw away our previous wave count? No, straight away, but we'll go back to the charts, okay, and analyze carefully. Have we missed something, all right? Is anything else that we need to know, all right? And once we have performed our Elliott wave analysis, using the Elliott wave extension, because of the Elliott wave extension, your preliminary wave count, okay, may not be valid anymore. So what should you do when the market moves so fast and now your preliminary wave count is not making sense, all right? If your preliminary wave, I'm talking about, all right, if you were satisfied with your wave count, all right, but there is an Elliott wave violation, this is the situation we are talking about, this is a correction. If you were satisfied with the Elliott wave count, but because of the new price action, the reality of the market has changed, all right, should we continue, all right, to go ahead with our previous wave count? If there is an Elliott wave violation, we will dump our previous wave count, we will bin it and restart counting wave. As we have finished to recount our wave count, taking into consideration the double Elliott wave extension or the triple Elliott wave extension, all right, we are now ready to make excellent trading and investing a decision, all right? So I hope I have managed to explain everything to you clearly, all right? When we are satisfied with our wave count, but suddenly, because of the new price action, all right, there is an Elliott wave violation. If there is an Elliott wave violation, well, we will dump that wave count and restart fresh. Now, if you start recounting the wave and things are not adding up, it means that, okay, we must go back to the chart, review our previous wave count, all right, see whether there is a double wave extension or a triple wave extension when the manual wave of a manual wave is also extended, all right. So instead of saying to traders now that we are now in the fifth wave for McDonald's, one should be very, very patient, all right, and look for an opportunity to sell. We will say to traders at this junction, all right, that we will, okay, perform a new wave count, review our previous wave count, all right, and taking into consideration the double wave extension and the triple wave extension, all right. If you have any question or suggestion, put in the comment section, and in due course, I will be recording another video to answer your specific question. If you find this video totally useful, give us the thumbs up. If you dislike it, mark it down. If you found it an amazing tutorial, feel free to share it with your friend on Reddit, on Twitter, on Google+, and also on Twitter. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. Happy trading to you all, and speak to you soon.